I'm leaving my husband because he made fun of me to his ex. Posted by user Dog Eat Dog. He called me his white whale and sent photos of me in my sleep to his ex. Now I've served him divorce papers and vanished from his life. Is he a heartless backstabber or just a fool who ruined the best thing he had? My husband, a 45 years old male, and I, 36 years old female, met about 6 years ago. We've been married for 1 year. When we met, I was very fit and athletic. But after suffering 2 miscarriages and losing my mother to cancer, I spiraled into depression. I barely got out of bed except for work. I stopped exercising, started eating junk food, and gained 40 pounds over 2 years, between 2019 and 2020. During that time, my husband, then fiancé, was incredibly supportive. I even offered him an out more than once, but he stayed. He proposed, and we got married last summer. Since then, things improved. I felt better. I've lost 20 pounds, gained back muscle, and got my abs again. He seemed thrilled to see me thriving. But on his computer, it was a completely different story. He had been messaging his ex-wife, 46 years old, female, for nearly our entire relationship. She left him 7 to 8 years ago for a colleague. That didn't work out, and she tried to come back. He had already met me by then, but they remained friends through text since she lives 12 hours away. He complained about everything. My job, my depression, my cooking, but mostly my weight. He told her I disgusted him, that he could barely share a bed with me because I snored like a dog. He sent her photos of me asleep, sometimes in my underwear, and she mocked my belly, my double chin, even my back rolls. She called me the white whale, and he joined in. That became their nickname for me. No, they weren't flirting exactly. They didn't talk about getting back together, but they said they missed each other, reminisced about their marriage, and she was clearly flirtatious. He loved the attention. But here's the thing. He never acted disgusted with me. He told me he loved me. Our intimacy was passionate. He touched me like he adored me. We couldn't stand sleeping apart. So who was he lying to? Her or me? I decided I didn't want to find out. I'm done with this marriage. Right now, I'm acting like everything is normal. But I've started job hunting in a different city, looking for a new place to rent. I've started taking birth control pills again, just in case anything happens between us. And I've talked to a lawyer to prepare for divorce once I'm gone. One thing's for sure. I will not fall into another depression. I won't lose myself again. What a complete waste of love he turned out to be. Yes, I need to explain the birth control. It's simple. I used to love and trust this man. We were trying to conceive, but after seeing those messages and the creepy pictures he took of me in my sleep, I felt like I didn't even know him anymore. I can't read his face. I don't trust him. I don't know how long I'll need to stay here before I can leave. I don't know how he'd react if I denied him intimacy for too long. I don't even know what he's capable of now. I'm taking precautions. Anyone with half a brain should understand that. Thank you to everyone who supported me. I'll update again when I know where I'm headed. Update. I have now left my husband and served him the papers. White whale out. Hey again, I don't know how to post a proper update, but my original story is on my profile. I'm finally feeling happy for the first time in weeks, and I wanted to share that with you. So here it goes. I didn't snoop. I used his MacBook for work, and he forgot to log out of Facebook Messenger. I never had a reason to spy before. But once I saw what I saw, I started checking his phone occasionally, maybe hoping it was some sick joke. But nope. He kept talking trash. He told her I was cold and distant, said he was tired of me, lied and said I was gaining even more weight when I wasn't. He claimed we weren't having sex because he couldn't find it under the rolls. She loved that one. After that, I stopped looking. I had my confirmation. Meanwhile, he played the doting husband, concerned, loving, asking if I was going through another depressive spell, saying he loved me and that he was there for me. He called during work, brought takeout, did all the chores, baked bread, bought flowers and chocolates, took me on nighttime drives like he used to when I was deeply depressed. How can someone be so two-faced? I told my big sister everything. She lives in another city and offered me a spare bedroom. I landed a few job interviews, accepted one, though it's outside my field and pays less. But it's a start. And with lower rent and no need for a car, I'll manage. The new job starts October 1st. I'm working out my notice from home. I'll spend the 2 months in between just focusing on myself. I left him last Sunday. The night before, I made a nice dinner. And, well, we were intimate one last time. He whispered how much he loved me and how lucky he was. In the morning, I left the divorce papers and my attorney's contact info in the kitchen. Then I was gone. I told my sister and family everything. I even showed them the chats and the photos. They're all furious with him. He's been calling, texting, DMing, emailing, but he doesn't know where I am. He even went to my parents. They shut the door on him and told him to move on. Now he's begging to explain, to apologize. I don't care. I told him if he has anything to say, he can say it through my lawyer. One commenter pointed out, "What a moron. Ex leaves him for someone else and he throws what he has now away to make the ex giggle." They added, "Thankfully, OP got on the computer that day and found out what was really going on." Another popular opinion in the thread said, "Destroying the new relationship is what brings joy to malicious, abusive exes. What a stupid clown." They hoped that his now ex-wife finds someone who treats her right. One person shared, "This would absolutely destroy me in every conceivable way if my husband did this." And the part that truly hit hard, imagine what he would say if she did get pregnant. The top voted comment admired her strength. "Strong lady. He is irreversibly messed up here. I wonder what he's telling the ex now." Another simply put it, "Good on her for respecting herself and getting the heck out. Two-faced little slime can run back to his cheating, scummy ex. They're clearly a good, full trash can of garbage together." Was this man truly in love, or just playing both sides until he got caught? Would you have confronted him face to face, or walked out like she did?